Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Star Series Season 3. I'm Lysander, joined here by Mike Loris. We have NaVi versus Team Secret. It's our last BO2 for today. And I'm pretty excited. NaVi just had some really rough games against Adfinum, ending in a 1-1 tie. Will it happen again? Will they go 2-0? Mike and I are here to find out. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? No. This might not getting us again. Help, Mike.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah. You know, there are too many things to unmute. I unmuted Discord last, so I think you didn't hear a bit of my intro. But I said hi.
Yeah, it just seems like your audio just like dropped a ton since last game, so I didn't hear you at all actually.
Is it still really soft?
No, I mean, it's softer. I don't know if it's too soft, but that's something you have to figure out.
Okay.
But I'm assuming you did the intro and everything. We got ourselves the last game. We had Adfinum banning Magnus up against NaVi for both the games, I believe, but they get their hands on that. So that with Ogre Magi, they're ready to steroid up really any given hero. Lifestealer, Juggernaut, probably the big two to be looking at.
Yeah. Then he gets his Magnus, which is a big deal. So, is it louder now?
Not any louder than when we started, like this game.
Okay. Well, we'll hear what chat says in 2 minutes.
I could hear you just fine. I don't know if I'm louder than you or whatever. That's something you have to figure out. Not my.
Isn't that? I did some changes the last time. This game because people are saying there's a lot of and Pimp actually said that there were it was a Discord setting, so I changed that setting. Maybe it's what's causing it. So. Gotta tweak that as it goes along, but Magnus picked up for Dendy, Luna picked up for Team Secret. They don't have Shadow Demon available, so do they pick Rubik? It's great against Magnus. Guess not. He's just gonna go Jakiro Silencer again.
That's an interesting one. Luna and Jakiro are both obviously very good at killing structures, and what I just mentioned is that Magnus, Ogre Magi, usually you want to apply those buffs to a melee core, so you get full value out of the cleave, you get bloodlust value, and usually Jakiro is going to be pretty good against those two heroes as well. I'm not really sure if I like this better than if Team Secret were to pick up a Rubik immediately after this Luna, but I do think there's a lot of value here in this Jakiro because you.
Sorry, I'm listening to the sound. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah,
let me know when you're.
Yeah, because you keep talking because I'm trying to hear the sound now while it's still at the start.
10 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, Team Secret. Okay. Outside of the fact that they're expecting a lot of melee heroes, actually not going to be banning out them. A melee hero at all. Bat Rider's going to be kicked out, which is, I suppose, a legitimate threat from NaVi. They probably figure that Lifestealer, Juggernauts. And probably the two that are most likely right now. I guess there's some consideration for heroes like Slark, heroes like Sven, but I mean, if you're running with these two steroid heroes already, looking for a melee hero, you could even go Phantom Assassin. So Team Secret will probably just accept the fact that, yeah, some melee hero is going to be buffed up by these two. Let's figure out a way to punish. Those heroes usually ramp up pretty quickly, but if Team Secret can pull it off, they can go pretty aggressive in the early stages. They in their previous set of the day, ran a silencer with the Jakiro.
Yeah, it got banned now. I think NaVi were watching.
What was that?
I think NaVi are watching. Silencer got banned already.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, but they have shown that they could find success with two very kind of passive support heroes, at least ganking wise in lanes. So Team Secret can definitely lean towards that again. They don't necessarily have to be running around ganking if they're applying just a steady stream of pressure onto any given lane, and that's again what the Jakiro does very well.
So you're thinking along the lines of maybe Lifestealer? You said they did it the last time. I like this Rubik Snatch as well. But you mentioned they did a Lifestealer Magnus the last round?
I think it was a different. I'm pretty sure it was NaVi. I'm like 90% sure it was NaVi, and I'm pretty sure it was a Magnus Lifestealer combo.
Okay.
But I might be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I think the two heroes that do really well would be PA and Lifestealer.
Yeah. And there's
Secret
just so
were
many.
banning the PA earlier because they were afraid of. I don't know. They banned PA. I remember someone banned PA earlier, and
Wasn't it a last ban PA?
it was a third ban PA. But
Okay.
you know, I mean, it could also be Juggernaut because that hero is actually super popular. I don't know why no one picked it these 4 games. But Spirit Breaker is something out of the ordinary, and Puppy's gonna grab that for the team. So I kind of like it. A kind of front line that can pin down BKB heroes, lock down targets you don't really want to participate in the fights, and allow Luna the space to dish out the damage in the team fight. So I think it's pretty cool. It's also along the lines of some of the MVP boys, which are actually on Secret now.
This is really good, like, just preparation for whoever this recipient of all the steroids is going to be. The heroes that we listed, with the exception of Slark, who's banned right now, are usually going to be doing a lot of their damage in some sort of magic immune form. You know, they have Spin, they have the Rage and the Lifestealer. Spirit Breaker and Jakiro can both deal with that very well. To some extent, Luna can just, I guess, run away with that. But, you know, Spirit Breaker as a hero to counter that expected hero is really good. You just 1-for-1 yourself. You take yourself out of the fight. You try to stun lock that steroided up hero. And even if you die, that's fine because you keep that hero off your team for however long. I'm not sure if that hero is going to be Weaver. If it is, NaVi are sacrificing a little bit of their cleave value from the Magnus, but they will be able to get around a lot of what Team Secret have because Secret are working with very clunky disables.
So is it I mean, Navi ran a general Weaver the last game, so that, well, it might probably be the same thing again. They're just saving that last pick for Pycat to see what he wants to go for. The Centaur Warrunner means another tanky hero that they'll have to contend with, and I'm not sure what hero really fits the mold here. I still think Juggernaut and PA are not bad. But this Spirit Breaker is really, like you said, really strong against any of those recipients of the Empower. So it's gonna be tricky.
Team Secret are definitely looking like they want to go in pretty hard and they want to go in pretty fast. Along those lines, I would expect Mid One's hero to still be picked up as the last hero. I don't expect him to take any of these heroes. Really, just as long as that hero is able to either offer a decent amount of sustain to the team or just a massive amount of push from that mid lane, just someone to damage those towers. Shadow Fiend is still available, though it is very hard to protect him with this draft from Team Secret. I guess Stampede can do some to keep the Shadow Fiend safe. Puck's another hero that can get in and out, take those fights very quickly. That's gonna be kicked out.
Do Team Secret maybe go back and get a Queen as well? It's a lot of team fight potential. They saw how powerful it was for Na'Vi. I'm assuming they saw.
Yeah, Queen
It's not too
of
bad
Pain
against Mag as well.
Queen of Pain is okay here. It is going to be a hero that Na'Vi are definitely capable of ganking. Although your matchup up against Magnus is pretty good. I feel like you could do a little bit better than Queen of Pain. Like, she's really, really good at killing heroes. But as far as breaking down structures, whatever, you have to, like, win the team fight so hard in order for that to be the case.
Oh, it's gonna be a Timbersaw then, because they banned Ursa, right? Timbersaw or Juggernaut. There's no other reason to ban Ursa.
You could
like
just
this.
go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, no other reason, but Timber is pretty good against Mag.
They can actually just DK. Okay,
Mirana,
or Mirana.
okay.
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
we just forgot about Mirana. You're expecting a Magnus to go to the mid lane, so you can afford to get kind of a weaker laner and still do okay in that matchup.
Yeah.
Mirana is perfectly reasonable in that role as well.
Yeah, Ursa could benefit from Empower as well. But I was thinking like maybe they wanted to go for something like a Timbersaw to deal with the Mag. But yeah, you don't really need a lot of tools to deal with the Magnus, and yeah, you got quite a lot of beef in the front lines. Na'Vi leave themselves one real carry, so that guy's got to count. I don't think Sven is gonna work too well because he's gonna get kited really hard by Spirit Breaker. And
I mean, everyone is going to be kited. Like, all the melee heroes that typically will
it's gonna be Jug.
good at receiving Empower are going to be facing issues because they're going to be like stun locked by Spirit Breaker, or at least stunned somewhat by Spirit Breaker, and that is very easily chainable now that they have a Mirana. Just charge into arrow, no big deal. Stampede is always an issue up against those melee heroes, really regardless of who you are. Juggernaut is, yeah, I mean, it's perfectly fine here, but I think Secret are just so prepared for this.
Yeah, their heroes are too beefy. It's gonna take a lot of firepower for the Juggernaut to take anyone down. So I wish them all the best. I'm seeing a lack of damage here, so that could be overcome by winning the lanes really hard. So let's see if that happens. All right, so we're gonna run through the teams. Actually, we haven't run through teams all day actually. Secret on the Radiant side, Paladai on the Jakiro. We have mid one on his Mirana. We have MP on the Luna. Puppy playing that Spirit Breaker, and last but not least, the Centaur War Runner. Gonna play by Keizu. On the side of Navi, we got Biver. Oh, you can run through them if you want. Do you want to go through them? No? Yes? No?
Yeah, sure. We got on the other side, Highcat sitting under. There's a lot of vision here, actually. The Juggernaut, Rubik here as well. Armen, the Ogre, who I'm going to talk about in just a little bit. Dendi Mag, pretty standard stuff. And General's once again on the Weaver. The Ogre Magi is usually going to be one of those heroes that can like make or break your early game. Like he can just lock the enemies down completely. In this scenario though, everyone is like almost up to levels of Ogre Magi tankiness. Not quite the same, but when you're looking at supporting Spirit Breaker, supporting Jakiro, bullying supports as Ogre Magi in this game is not actually going to be that easy.
Well, he's just going to bully mid, right? You hit Mirana with one ignite and one right click, she's down to half. So.
I mean, the longer Ogre Magi sticks around in mid, that means just Puppy is going to stick around in mid as well and just start trading hits.
Yeah, well.
The thing is, there's no like discernible advantage to the degree that Ogre usually gives you in the early game. You'll have Empower though. Plus 12.
Alright. So we'll see. Yeah, Empower on Armen. I think you're not giving Ogre enough credit, but we'll see. Oh, the Rage Creep gets sniped, and that's going to help mid one with this harassment game. So you see the Ignite begins. You're going to charge Armen though. Here comes Puppy. Run, Armen, run. Oh, he's doing damage, but he's not farming.
Yeah, he is getting a little bit of space for Dendi, I suppose, but I mean, Puppy can just match him 1-for-1 pretty much every single time the Ogre shows up in lane.
Some pretty shoddy CSing there.
It happens.
Yeah.
He will be able to make a little bit more of an impact, perhaps on the Centaur, who's already getting chipped down a lot. Return doing some pretty decent damage back, but you know, just lift into a spin, into an Ignite or a Fire Blast when he's level 2. And as tanky as a Centaur War Runner is, he's not that tanky, so they're actually considering going for it right now. I don't think that's happening.
There's going to be a charge. Keizu doesn't have Stomp though, and that's not going to happen anyway. So Keizu's going to go back to Experience Leeching. Pycat wasn't really interested in diving in the first place. So Ogre is just going to be left to his own devices. Probably going to take a little bit more damage and go for a Shrine. Yeah, trade with Puppy.
General's having about an equally tough time in this lane as he did in the last game. And as far as killing off the Weaver, it has to involve him running out of mana or misusing Shikuchi in some way. They don't really have a lot of stuns, so Shikuchi is usually just going to be a free passage out of there, but still he's not getting a lot in the way of gold. I guess Centaur's getting very little as well, but yeah, this Weaver, as far as a damage dealer is concerned, doesn't seem like he's going to be relevant.
Oh, they're going for a lift, trying to look for Keizu. Biver just a little bit short to reach out for that pick, and a double damage Weaver coming in for Mirana. He's out of mana as well. That's going to be first blood. Very nice pickup here from General.
Yeah, I mean, not really sure how Mirana runs out of mana in that situation. But hey, General is able to swoop in and get a free kill, so I'm sure he won't say no to that. Mirana can still recover. It's, you know, pretty much expected from Mirana's. You get ganked a couple times, who cares? You could still farm a really quick as long as he's still
Just
CS,
ensure you get your Aghanims, and then you'll be okay.
Yeah. She's only like 2 CS behind Dendi. Like that's a fine amount to be behind.
Yeah, the Shrine actually saving the Weaver's lane, so he could trade pretty heavily in the early game, and then go for a Shrine, and then try and cheat out a level 2 as well. So right now he's sitting in the trees there and taking levels, which is pretty good for him.
Yeah, even if MP knew that he was there, if he like actively searched out General, tried to fight him just with right clicks, MP's not getting that kill. The only way that ends is with MP. I mean, maybe them fighting to the death, and maybe MP gets that kill if General's really careless, but MP's usually going to lose those damage trades up against the Weaver, just because he can't land that finishing blow. It's just not possible. You have RMN, though, positioning and waiting for a Centaur, who I don't think is coming. I think Keizu's had enough of this top lane.
Puppy's sitting in a very... Oh wow, the bash coming in. They immediately see it. I think Puppy was just trying to go for the bash. He might go back for the bounty rune. No, he will not. Throws out the bugs. Very odd bugs from General.
Yeah, Puppy definitely messed with General's mind.
Yeah.
Something fierce there.
Thinking he was
Not
charging
really sure.
away or something.
Yeah, something along those lines. But hey, I mean, Sanctuary, he'll juice up with another 2 charges available.
And now he'll charge up top. Looks for Biver. But I think this is more of a vision charge than anything. RMN has sent raiding creeps on a merry chase. They're gonna lose this tier 1 tower.
Puppy even get any experience off of this? If he gets too close, he's got to worry about the spin and the lift.
He's got a charge.
Playing things very dangerously.
Oh, he just used this charge though. Okay, that's not gonna be a kill. Tanky heroes again. Puppy's got it all planned. Meanwhile, bottom lane getting heavily pressured here. General going for a bottle to really top himself up.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a lot worse for sure from Puppy. But, you know, still isn't able to take down that tower. It is still taken from the Navi side. And Pycat, he can still stick around here, pushing level 6 pretty quickly. So any one hero is going to be somewhat under the gun. Centaur, probably one of the heroes more resistant to that than any other hero, just because of how much survivability he has. But still, Juggernaut can stick up here for a very long time and even spin Keizu. Is that a kill?
Nope. It's a Centaur.
Might have been close to a kill if he went for it.
He's got healing ward. Yeah, should have waited till level 6, but yeah, Centaur's got like 900 health. It's very difficult to kill him.
Well, still the bottom lane is conceded. They can still farm.
Oh,
with
they
Keizu
charged the
pretty
Rubik.
quickly.
Arrow to follow up. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be a kill. They will lose the rune to General.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be okay with that. They'll get a replacement rune in the Arcane for mid 1. Not a big deal. Those are the type of plays that Puppy's really looking to set up right now. I mean, his first task is make sure that the Ogre doesn't really get any decisive lead for any given lane. Second task, if you could set up for an arrow, set up for a kill on someone like the Rubik, who's currently camping out bottom and is really far away from any help, that'll be great for him. Keizu, getting to a fight with RMN, but shrines are pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's getting sandwiched here by General. General's stealing his neutral creeps as well.
Oh, now it's on Beaver.
Yep.
That's a dead Rubik.
They poured in Juggernaut Ice Path, and Pycat thinks twice, doesn't really want to go for it. He has Omni Slash for Keizu though, so Keizu can't get too close unless he wants to find himself back in the well. This tier 1 tower gonna go down, no contest. Paladin steals it. He'll go for a trade in the middle lane. Yeah. Ogre tanking up the creep wave. Yeah, Mirana.
And if I was Navi right now, the concern would be how do we get General to actually start playing this game? He's so far is not farming. You know, there is space to farm. He's looking for kills.
It's got 700 gold. It's not the worst. Pycat's looking for an opening with his Omni Slash. He's got a Deep Observer ward as well.
General has 6 CS. He does have that first blood kill, contributing a lot to his net worth right now. But with only a Blightstone, like, they didn't really want to have a support weaver, but it seems like Navi kind of just have a support weaver. They don't really have any
I
two
think it
ways
wasn't
around
planned
it.
for general last game either. It's just like,
Yeah.
let's just try and hash it out.
They'll have a super farming Pycat. It's got Bloodlust already on the way, level 3 on Empower. Magnus is pretty strong in the experience department, so maybe Pycat's able to just pull so far ahead that Secret won't be able to deal with him, but that will take quite a bit of time, and Secret haven't really even started seriously pushing yet. Like, Pylai died, Liquid Fire is level 3, he's ready to go.
Yeah, Pylai taking a Liquid Fire. Well, we talked about Secret heroes not dying. Navi heroes aren't exactly easy to kill either, apart from Rubik. Like, they're charging in for this one. Are they really going for this kill though? They have Stampede, but yeah, doesn't seem wise.
Mid one doesn't want to. Gonna go right back to the mid lane, keep farming up. Ags on Mirana is going to be like the biggest power point for Secret, where Navi should still not quite be ready to contest it. So, just getting Mirana farm is going to be the prime objective here. If they can get the Jakiro involved in killing off towers in order to facilitate Mirana's farm, that will obviously be the dream scenario, but if not, it's not really a terribly huge deal.
I gotta say that this is one of those games Dendi caught a break. No one ganked him in the middle lane. That's all pretty good. No one wrapping around with neutral creep, tornado his wave, whatever. And he's actually doing well again. He's winning his lane again.
Anyone who's going to be going after Dendi is most likely going to run the risk of running into an ogre as well. So you have to bring like 3 heroes total towards the mid lane if you want to do that, and then you can just skewer out.
It's not a good investment.
Very difficult to lock down and kill off Dendi with Secret's heroes without investing a lot of heroes into it, and it just becomes at a certain point just way too obvious that you're doing.
Double damage gets pinged out here by the Rubik. Gonna get picked up here by General, and I think it's gonna be a big rune to get if he wants to go for ganks. But they're gonna give it up to Dendi. Yeah, Pycat. Can they get him? They have spin. Bloodlust as well. They stun him once. The Eclipse is there, but is it gonna be enough? The beams not gonna be enough. Pycat will heal up. The Ogre will be the sacrificial lamb, and I think they're okay with that. 5 heroes for an Ogre. They'll take it. They'll see if they can hold on to this tower though. Not giving General the rune means he's low on mana, and they'll probably forfeit this tower. So Navi are gonna take this one lying down for now, till Dendi gets his blink. He's going Echo Saber first, which is something I forgot is actually a more common build now to farm jungles with and do more solo killing.
They can make a tier 1 for tier 1. Yeah, Navi will do that. Pretty good trade after all is said and done because of that 5-man rotation just to kill off an Ogre who, yes, they got, but is really expensive. Next problem for Navi is the Blink Dagger's up on Keizu, so they have to worry about that. And as far as their own power curve is involved, they really don't have much going for them. Like, still Weaver has picked up boots. That's it. So they really don't have that much to work with right now. And Secret are working with Liquid Fire. Liquid Fire facilitates pushes, and that's what's going to happen up towards top. Just non-stop shoving of these structures.
Yeah. Jakiro is good for that. And I think the one game that they had the Jakiro, the other game they had the Jakiro, they didn't do that as well. So this game is really showcased. Yeah, and
hey, Jakiro Luna, they kill towers pretty quickly.
Yeah. Towers can't fight back. All that Liquid Fire. Here comes Magnus. Not having that Blink Dagger early sometimes is a problem as well, because a lot of times you could have made the jump with the jump, but with the blink. But Pycat got a CP away. Is there a bash there? 17%. Nope, not gonna happen. They will cleave up the Rubik though, so they get that kill. But again, they poured a lot of heroes for support kills. So Navi, you could say they're manipulating Secret's movement around the map, giving time for the important heroes to farm. To some extent,
yes, but still Secret Navi rather, are bleeding objectives. They do now know that there is a Blink Dagger on Keizu, and that is valuable intel for them. But I'm not really sure if Navi are even ready to fight yet. At this point, it seems like RP is going to be the only way that Navi take a really great fight, or if Secret like somehow get Omni Slash on a single hero basis, something along those lines, which, if they're at all grouped up, shouldn't really be happening. So
RP and
all we have to do is just try to batten down the hatches and get this Juggernaut to an item. Like, he's almost at Yasha. He's pretty much at Yasha, so that's a good start, but he needs a lot more.
Yeah, Pycat, if he's empowered and he gets an Omni Slash on RP heroes, it's a pretty big deal because the damage splash will be pretty significant. But right now, I think Pycat's just gonna be happy sitting there and farming, borrowing this Alpha Wolf from his buddy. Wait, who's Alpha Wolf? Oh yeah, it's the ogres. Yeah.
Only level 1 skewer though, no Blink Dagger to land an RP is really, really rough.
This is a
You might be able to
greedy
land on
Magnus
these-
build.
Yeah, you might be able to land it on these like kind of melee heroes and low range heroes of Secret, but you know, landing a huge one right now, it's gonna take a lot more time for Dendy to get that dagger, and then of course it's just a position game.
Yeah. Oh, looks like NaVi are posturing to take this tier 1 bottom, and the smoke here from Secret means that they're not gonna take this one lying down, and they're gonna run into each other. NaVi, Pycat is there. He's leading the charge. Could get jumped there. Oh no, he gets arrowed as well. This could be bad. They immediately change stuns on him. They get him. And the Who Storm was stolen by Rubik, but I don't think they will be able to get out of this one alive. Yeah, Rubik, yep, gonna get beamed. Then they lose quite a bit of heroes. Pycat running up the high ground like that. Very, very rash of him to do. An arrow.
I'm not really sure why you do that as Pycat. Like,
I can understand if you run up with a spin, right?
Yeah, you have to spin up the high ground. Maybe he... Oh, they had Observer. Maybe the Observer was placed afterwards. I'm pretty sure he had vision of that. But it seemed like he didn't, so... I mean, the Centaur even blink stunned, even though that was completely unnecessary, so... They give away a couple of free kills, NaVi, and they lose a tower on top of that. I mean, I kind of like the play there from NaVi. If they actually do spin up the high ground, then they can kind of gauge who's up there and decide afterwards whether or not it's worth the fight. Very close quarters in this area means that RP is more likely to land. But yes, losing Juggernaut first thing, that's how you lose a fight.
Yeah, and well, Dandy on the other hand is actually top net worth now. Well, he just got overtaken by the Luna, but he is actually hitting really high on that net worth chart. Gonna be able to get that Blink Dagger very shortly, and once that is up, I think they can look for a more, a much better team fight.
There's at least a chance for them to take a team fight with RP once they get the Blink Dagger up. And hey, look at that, it's up right now, and they have a pretty soft target in Jakiro who might just be a victim of Blink Skewer. Or they'll just take a tower. Trade
I think
tier
taking a
1,
tower and
tier 2
forcing
denied
a tier
for
2.
one.
I think they'll force a tier 2. I don't think they want to defend. Maybe they will. Yeah, they're going back to defend. But there are a lot of observer walls everywhere, and they scouted Dendy's Blink Dagger already, so it's gonna be a haste turn for Dendy. General, meanwhile.
Even if they just RP on a Luna, with an RP and Empower Omni Slash, should Omni Slash get to level 2 by the time they pull that, I'm pretty sure it's still a kill. Like, as big as MP is right now, not sure if it's resistant Omni Slash big, and Secret, they have a lot of ways of helping in a straight up fight, but no saves versus an Omni Slash. They have, I guess, a Moonlight Shadow can maybe work if they're very lucky, but yeah, they still have to watch their positioning with MP, who's going to most likely be, for the most part, the only visible hero in any future push.
Mid one's got his Aegis, so power spike.
Mid one's going to be hitting pretty hard. He's going to go for a Blink Dagger of his own. And Pycat's just not quite keeping up in the farm department. Like, the point of this build up for NaVi is that you just dump everything into this Juggernaut, make him an absolute monster, and then just let him loose. But if he's not out farming the enemies in a significant manner, then yeah, you're wasting, or you're using a lot of heroes.
This is NaVi's chance. Let's go. Dendy, blind RP, grabs the Luna. There you go. That's how you win a team fight. No, they don't. They actually managed to run away the Luna. Does the spin do enough damage? He does. The Omni Slash at the last tick of health there for the Luna. And now Actually, Secret are the one running all around the place. The Sentry Ward revealing that Centaur as well. 2 big crits here from Juggernaut actually takes him out, and now they chase after him with that Spirit Breaker. The spin will resist all that magical damage. General on the chase there. NaVi taking a big fight. Dendy with the faith. They shut down Puppey. Dendy says, sorry old friend, but Pycat with the triple kill makes up for all that mistake early game. And was this Observer Ward? Yeah, it was this Observer Ward that allowed Dendy to make such a play. And well, Dendy's debut with the Blink Dagger working out for them.
And even though they didn't insta-kill the Luna with the Omni Slash, they could have shrined for the Luna. And I think then if they just shrine the Luna, if she just sits there and eclipses, if that's a word, then she actually does some damage with that ultimate. She fell back a little bit too far, MP. And then the only way that Eclipse hits anyone is it hits the Juggernaut, who is just going to straight kill you with the Omni Slash. So Luna was taken out of that fight first thing, and without that Luna's extra damage, yeah, everything kind of falls apart. You need a lot of damage to kill these Navi heroes, as we've already touched upon. And well, it is just Navi to get the initiation. It is very expensive because RP on 1 is usually fairly risky in these scenarios, but this time works out very well for Navi.
I don't think Dendy meant to catch one person, but he just happened to get one, and it happened to be Luna, and he just pushed them in. And I think when the Luna was running away with the Stampede, I thought it was gonna be a disaster. But in the end, the Juggernaut managed to chase it down to finish her off, and getting Keizu at the end as well, because he dived in deep to try and do some kamikaze save.
Oh, they're looking at Pycat.
Do they see him?
Kind of.
I think they do.
Pycat saw arrows, saw stars on the creeps.
Yeah. Time to peace out.
Not even spinning away, just casually walking. If I saw neutrals get hit with Starstorm as an enemy Juggernaut, I'd be freaking out right now.
I think they're trying to go for a Roshan. Dendy's got an Invis rune as well, so nope. Never mind that. But with the bugs, could be an easy Rosh. Ogre takes an arrow to the face, but that's gonna be a very quick Rosh with the bugs as well. So NaVi sneak one past Secret. It's a big advantage to get as well. The Moonlight was deployed. I don't think I've seen many Moonlights this game, actually.
I think this is the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the smoke to get NaVi into that position earlier was spotted by an Observer Ward from Secret, so that shouldn't have happened, I don't think. But either way, hey, free Aegis for Pycat. Now look at his net worth above everyone else's. That's a little bit more of what NaVi really want out of this Juggernaut. Packing some serious damage, got the double life, so he can push very confidently by himself.
Going for Lincolns, though. I guess he can't get away with it when there's Empower on the board.
Yeah.
I guess.
And Bloodlust, so like, we can call that an item, Empower Bloodlust together, so go for a little bit of defensive. I like it, actually. Oh,
NaVi, port in, try and look for a kill. Oh no, Dendy! Misses on that stun. Doesn't get the kill. Oh no, the RP wasted there, and I think they saw that as well. So yeah, Dendy's gonna be a little sad about that one. It's not too big a deal. They have the Aegis. They have the... I mean, it's a big deal, but they're not gonna be punished because they have the Aegis.
If Secret are really feeling confident, they could still go for it. Like, a double life on the Juggernaut, yes, is dangerous, but having the luxury of not worrying about RP, and therefore you could clump up or spread out as much as you want, still might be good enough for them to make a little bit of a poke into some of these tier 2s, and it seems like they will just go ahead and do that.
Charging on Weaver.
General to charge.
Scouting charge again.
Yep.
General going for
RP
Desolator.
Means that Juggernaut will have to walk into Omni Slash MP instead of having the Luna delivered to him with Skewer, or with RP Skewer. Yeah. So they confidently take a tower.
Well, this time he can walk up the high ground.
RP.
Yeah, he can walk up the high ground if he wants. He's got Aegis. Kappa. But we'll see.
I don't think that missed RP is going to cost them anything else. Seems like Secret are just going to settle down for right now.
BKB coming up for Dendy. Dendy's come a long way since playing Magnus, though. When he first started it, he was not really good. And he's played it a lot. And then now he's actually getting respect banned for the hero, so... Kudos to him.
Seems like for this new Navi, Mag is definitely in their comfort zone, at least for right now. Just working off, you know, everyone just randomly...
Probably fits Pai's playstyle as well.
Yeah. Weaver, Nether Strike. Oh!
Nice.
The arrow setup with the Nether Strike. That is very difficult to do. If you get one more Greater Bash there, you just push the Weaver out and the arrow misses and he time lapses, but no. Perfect
Weaver for
execution.
tier 2. So now they're even on towers. There's not really much that Secret can do with this actually. So even if they got the Weaver kill, it wasn't a big deal. They got a NaVi got a tier 2. Which you could argue is better.
Weaver is with the Desolator right now, so he is a hero that Secret, to some extent, have to respect and have to try to apply a little bit of pressure towards. He only has 1 point in Geminate attack, so his overall DPS is maybe not extraordinarily high. But yeah, it is probably NaVi to get the slight upper hand in that exchange, taking a tower off the board and losing a Weaver who, even though he is going towards this damage route, is at this point still kind of expendable.
Take a look at this. Pycat got talked out of buying Lincolns. Went for Skadi instead. I think I like this better, honestly.
He definitely did have Lincolns in that quick buy.
Yeah.
This is probably better.
It's
still a very survivability bulk-based item just by giving you a whole bunch of stats and health. But the Skadi with that 25 stats, I mean, it makes him power stronger, so it's that.
Oh, Keizu going for the Aghanims right off the bat. The 70% damage reduction is going to be huge, especially if your teammates get caught in an RP. The 70% damage reduction means they probably don't die during that duration, and you bail a lot of people out. It's a big deal.
Omni Slash becomes a lot weaker when you can just pop it and
it's like a AoE enrage for the entire team. The Urselt. Looks like they will be losing this tier 2, and they'll be trading shrines then, I guess. Yeah, it's a shrine trade.
Not to mention the fact that you also get that terrain walking, if that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a team really use that well, but yeah, it's also there.
Dandy. Any of the NaVi heroes charged? Nope.
We have a lot of even trades across the board. Like every single kill or pick off or whatever has been traded equally. Mid one though.
Moonlight. Oh no, they might find an easy Rubik kill. Arrow and a double Star Storm. Yep, that's an easy kill to get. Charge on a couple of Jug Illusions. Do they get the creep in time? Yes, they do. Not. So unfortunate there for the Rubik. Getting caught out by the Mirana. Wow, 8-4. Is this the old school Chinese Dota I heard so much about? I thought Europe Dota was more aggressive.
It's a very meticulous game, very careful play from both teams.
Yeah, both need the points.
Definitely going to accelerate once this Mirana picks up this shotgun. Then people are going to start dying. At least, Secret are going to try to make a little bit more of an aggressive attempt to get kills.
Bloodlust is just such a big deal in this fight. You know, you have Empower to cleave, and then you have Bloodlust to just make everything absurd. So now Pycat's going for the butterfly.
Love also. Bloodlust Weaver is pretty strong, just getting more hits in.
Oh, here comes another smoke. Was this one detected? I'm not sure. This observer probably didn't see that one.
There is an Invis Rune Puppy to maybe blow that. I don't know. There are actually some sentries here for NaVi, so the Spirit Breaker may get punished for breaking the smoke, but so far...
Oh, they see Luna. Luna's gonna show. Luna shows. I think Dandy wants this. He sees it. Blink, Dandy, go. Yep, Dandy gets it. There's gonna be an Omni Slash right away. Doesn't go for the skewer. Very good discipline. Picks off the Luna. 63 seconds on the sidelines and no buyback. They don't know this, but it's no buyback for her. I think mid one. Oh, Pilot Die actually doing some split pushing on his own. They have this Harpy Stormcrafter with the Chain Lightning. It's gonna chip. This is gonna do some serious chipping. Oh no, the hot dog goes down. But they will go for the base. 40 seconds without Luna could mean tier 3s. Maybe Rexes even, if they're not careful. That caused some major distraction. Oh, there's the hoof stomp. There's the jump there on the Weaver. They really want to blow him up. Block there. The E-Blade will take him out though. The Shrine comes up, makes it really hard to kill Keizu. They will get the Weaver, so I think that's the time to get out of there. So NaVi will retreat with just a tier 3. Oh, Okay, the arrow stolen. It's gonna be thrown back. Nice ice path though. But Dandy should be okay. Pycat spins, absorbs that arrow for the team. And gonna manta up. So Herman gonna TP out there.
They're not done.
Still giving
Stampede.
chase. Wow. Okay.
He's going in, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he shouldn't have went in.
Ooh, E-Blade. Throws out the arrow as well. The BKB forced out. Oh, that's a big BKB to use, but Dandy felt that it was necessary. That's a 10-second BKB down, and I think mid-1 is going to pat himself on the back for that one. For sure.
And MP is back, and they still have Stampede. They didn't expend it in that chase, even though I think many other teams would have, just to try to get onto those heroes. Very high-profile targets.
They want to use it
Decided to hold
defensively, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it came up, the items for the Centaur unfortunately came up literally as like a minute, or not a minute, like 10 seconds after the Luna died to that Omni/RP combo. I don't know if it would have made a difference in saving her, but now they do have it. And they're probably just going to set up for a Roche, just start split pushing the mid lane and top lane and force NaVi to come to them. RP in the Roche pit, the cleaving Omni/, though, it's a lot to deal with if you're secret and you want to fight over Roche.
4,000 gold and then on Pycat. You think he could tech for something different? Pycat? Like a Silver Edge, I don't know.
I like mixing in bulk when he can, just because he does have that in power. But there is a lot of mixed damage on Secret, which makes, you know, getting Butterfly kind of a hard sell. Like, Luna's really the only one who's going to be significantly right-clicking. I guess to some extent Puppy, but to a much lesser extent. He is stuck on Butterfly right now, or, I mean, his mindset is set on Butterfly, so yeah, I think it's not the worst item in the world, but
it gets buffed by Empower, that's why.
Yeah. It is a powerful offensive. That's for sure.
We'll see. You know, Pilot Die. It's doing a lot of split push for lone Jakiro.
Secret are kind of defensively positioned. They're charging Pycat. Are they really fighting here?
Nope. Puppy gets revealed there by the Weaver.
Yeah, I don't really think this is the place to fight when your Mirana is all the way on the bottom lane. Probably not the best idea, but still, this is just kind of positioning based for Roshan. Mirana looks like she didn't really shove the wave all that far towards the Dire base, though, over in bot.
So they're just playing chicken with one another now. Puppy charging for a little bit of scouting.
Okay.
Another charge, and this one's smoke. I think this one's real. This one's real. Oh, tries to go for the time lapse. Does he get out there? Nice force staff. Dodges it right away. The healing ward. Does he do enough? Nope, does not. But nice RP though. Locks them down. There's a stun arrow as well from this Rubik stolen. The Eclipse is going to be deployed, but a lot of BKBs are just going to absorb that right up. MP in a lot of trouble. Gets spun down. Oh, will the Invis actually keep him alive? What is this? No detection. Oh, they are going to be kicking themselves for that one. Rubik coming in there. E-Blade gets hit by an arrow. Hit by the cow. 11-5. They lose 2 heroes. They don't even get the Luna. That is definitely going to hurt.
And mid one finds a regen rune, which, you know, that's always just how it works. Take a good fight, get rewarded. Everyone's going to be back, and it was just really patient play from the Centaur. He waited all that time for Dendi to get, admittedly, a nice RP, but then turn on that Stampede, get that damage reduction, and then no one is dying. I do think Luna probably should have went down there, but she's got a lot of bulk on her own hero. Like Dragonlance, I've Scotty, got an ultimate orb as well in that Manta style, so MP's working with a ton of HP, armor and whatnot, so it is kind of difficult to bring her down, and NaVi now without many of their assets, I don't think can go for this Roche Jack. Like, they kind of just have to sit back and watch it happen, unless Dendi wants to do something crazy.
Yep. Looks like crazy's not in the books today. Pycat picks up the butterfly, so that's gonna force a MKB from Luna. But until then, this Stampede is going to be a problem for them.
There's no real way to get around that effectively. Like,
wow,
if
highlight
it's gonna happen,
dive!
it's gonna happen.
4 stars for the bounty rune. Oh, Pycat goes in for the flutter, but yeah, thinks better of it. Highlight dive is such a baiter.
Pycat's got the butterfly. He's gonna mix in some an item with a little bit of bulk now in the Abyssal Blade. Building like the
Can't get behind
Vanguard,
that.
I guess, if you could say that.
Getting some bulk.
He is working with a lot of
stun as
survivability
well.
himself, Pycat, but he's only 300 gold ahead of the enemy Luna. In a head-to-head fight, he probably is still going to come out on top because of all the buffs and whatnot, but...
Yeah, he's got a level
being able
25,
to,
20
like,
agility
cut
talent.
further ahead.
He's got 8 stats at 20, 20 more agility at 25, so he's got a lot of stats that can be buffed by Empower in the late game. Luna...
Luna's got 15 and
Luna's got some
at
good
25
stuff,
also.
but she doesn't have the Empower buff. So she's going to be lacking, but she does have the glaives, so...
It's also, like, pretty much only the Juggernaut at this stage providing a lot of damage. Weaver's deviating back to that Ags, a much more defensive tool. As far as offensive power is concerned, Mag is building some. He's got an Orchid. So, you know, they will have mixed damage coming here and there, but, I mean, yeah, all the power of this Luna is kind of being supplemented by Midwan, who's providing a very similar amount of power in his fresh Mjolnir.
Oh, yeah. This Mirana is just super stacked right now. But you gotta be careful. NaVi gonna have Pycat run up there. He's gonna spin. So that's the spin down. But Puppy's job is just to, you know, incite some panic and get you to use the wrong stuff at the wrong time. So now he
Also,
does.
try desperately not to die because he's holding a gem.
Yeah. He's got Solar Crest, so he's gonna be staying healthy for a bit. Arrow's gonna fly past, gonna reveal the one's location. The Juggernaut illusions will do that too. Liquid
All
Fire
the
actually
towers are
missing
down,
illusion.
all the shrines are down. They do have this Aegis on the Luna, but what they really want is to find a pickoff. Like, you may have this double life on Luna, but you can still get easily wiped by an RP from the Magnus. A good Omni Slash to hit on a couple heroes. Very possible, especially if they split up right now. This is dangerous, but not punished.
Yep. Well, Luna has that Eagle Song, but doesn't have the slots for it. Maybe you want to swap out that Helm of the Dominator for the next fight. Eagle Song just really up Luna's damage output by a huge margin. Pycat gets frozen. Highlighter has just been fearless. You know, when you don't fear death.
Oh, Rubik doesn't fear death. He just blinked straight into where he knows there was a Luna.
They're gonna look for Pylight
Yeah.
Die, but yeah, not gonna find him.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh, they got Radiant's Courier. So Dandy strikes back. Gets the kill there. A double damage gets spotted there by the Centaur, so... But Puppy's gonna collect that, I think.
is under attack.
Or they're gonna give it to Luna.
Doesn't seem like this Aegis is really going to do a lot right now. Both teams respecting each other quite a bit, although double damage on a Luna with an Aegis is pretty strong. Especially if they're able to intercept one of these heroes that kind of separated out. RMN is going a very far way out. He'll have to TP back. Navi are going to consolidate pretty quickly, so they could still try to go for something with just like, you know, man-style illusions, slow siege. Maybe take a tier 3 down, then open the top lane up with glaives. They are burning Aegis time.
They still got a little bit of time. I feel like they really should put the Aegis timer somewhere.
Yeah, on the item so we can
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, they skewer the Luna back in. This might force the BKB. A nice insta-lift as well. Do they get the kill? They get the Stampede. There was 70% damage reduction. There's going to be a hit on Pycat, but Pycat's still pretty tanky. Pop that Sanctuary. Are they going to get it? Puppy dropping low. The Luna doesn't tick down, so her Aegis stays up for now. Dandy with the big plays on the Magnus, and that is why that hero is banned against him. Luna escaping with a hair of HP left. And the
normally
Aegis
that
gets
would be-
reclaimed, so, well.
Yeah, normally that would be amazing for Secret because they could just walk right back in. But they did not use RP. They did not use Omni Slash. That was just a Blink Skewer.
Oh yeah.
Nothing else used from the
Blink
Navi
Skewer
side for
into
its
instant
long
lift,
cooldown.
which was really insane. Yeah.
Yeah, so Secret don't even have a chance to go back in. So yeah, they made a push with the Aegis. That is exactly what they should be doing with that in this current situation. But just getting that Luna pulled a little bit too far into the Dire base and can't really do enough to help her.
Keizu, you could see the effect of the Centaur though. It did a lot of damage reduction. Felt like Luna would have melted a lot faster if it wasn't for that. Probably would have melted.
Yeah.
But Puppy went
As
in.
long as Centaur gets that off, he'll be fine. Luna should most of the time survive that. Like, she's also prioritizing bulk as a vast majority of her item selection. This last one may be an exception as she's going for an MKB, but she is not forgetting her health pool. You gotta worry about, like, just being insta-gibbed by Juggernaut.
He's building that Abyssal Blade, so he really wants to pin someone in place and shut down that Luna's mobility. And she doesn't have a BKB as well, so she's very liable to stuns and whatnot.
Just
Oh,
to
they
set up
scan
the
out Pilot Die. They
overnight
know that he's in there. And it's like, this sneaky bastard. Got him.
Pylai Dai's been doing that, like, this entire game, and
Yeah.
he finally
They're
gets
just sick of
off.
it.
Yeah. But hey, while everyone's on top lane killing Jakiro, got Luna sending some illusions over towards bottom lane. A little bit of chip damage here on the tier 3. It's just a Jakiro at the end of the day.
It's Pilot Die. He's already surprised that he hasn't gotten killed more. That's his first death.
That's surprising for Jakiros. Usually they're very sacrificial.
That's surprising for Pilot Die.
That too.
Alright, here comes the hot dog. Gonna get scouted out. Pycat is in danger if
Pycat.
he's not careful. Ooh, there's a hoof stomp. Very good one as well. Manta dodge. Nope, they changed on him perfectly. And that is going to be Pycat in the ground. 80 seconds. Fortunately for Na'Vi, the lanes are fairly pushed out. Otherwise, could have been moved straight into base and made a... Well, I think they still could. The mid lane is really exposed and they don't really have that good high ground to hold it. I like what the Ogre is doing. Stem this creep wave, so if they clear this one out, they'll still have backdoor protection.
Doesn't seem like anyone but Luna is really ready to commit to the high ground. Not without a double life or some sort of other big advantage, a fresh BKB, a double damage rune, something along those lines. Top is opened up now to the Glaives, and they do get the buyback out of the Juggernaut with pretty much nothing done from MP. So that was a really big win from Secret.
Yeah, I don't think it was needed. The creeps were leaving the base, so the backdoor protection was there. Oh well.
He already has his Abyssal Blade, so I mean, the next item is still a very long ways away, so the lack of gold is not really going to hurt him right now.
It will help. It will hurt him if he dies. So
That's for sure.
mid one, how's he looking at? He's got his MKB already, so mid one's packing quite a punch. Once he gets that leap 100 attack speed, oh, it's gonna be pretty insane. A leap for Moonshot on the entire team. Better than Bloodlust.
He also built up with a really kind of right-clicky talent build. Agility, attack speed instead of spell implication,
Uh-oh.
instead
Smoke.
more damage. So
General.
he is doing quite a bit with his talents.
Generals, be careful. They stomp the Weaver. They find him. The arrow's perfectly chained as well, but RP is there. RP number 1. There's a refresher on Dendy. Is there RP number 2? There is a 3-man RP with the Pycat Omni Slash with the air power. They get a triple kill. The turnaround. The Weaver was just a bait. General gives them the sideward smile. And oh no, Puppy. He's gonna try and charge away. He will be successful. Do they catch the Keizu Centaur? They do not. There's no buyback on Jakiro, but there are buybacks on the 2 Moon Warriors, and I think they will have to buy back. 69 seconds on the sidelines. Luna probably has the buyback into this one, and Pycat should just pack out. You know, manage to even out the buybacks there. Perfect for them. Dandy with the plays.
And that right there is why Secret did not really want to make a push after knocking out Pycat before, because you might just get demolished by a Magnus. At this point, that's... First of all, just a long stun duration. That many heroes
Wow.
stunned.
That's
He
a fast
himself
Roche.
can do a lot of damage with that Empower and Bloodlust. And there goes Roche. Speaking of Empower Bloodlust, Cheese and Aegis, you guys want to pick that up? There we go. It'll take a long time for that to happen again. 2 minutes left until they have the double RP.
But that's
I don't think a
ages.
single RP would have done it, but still, that is a huge win for NaVi.
Oh, stolen Stampede from the Rubik as well. And the thing is, double RPs last 2 times longer than your Stampede damage reduction, so you can't actually tank all that damage. You saw that Omni Slash right there with the Empower.
Yeah,
Just
the
shred
game
them.
now for Keizu is not Stampede to counter the RP. You got a Stampede to counter the Omni Slash. But even then, like, even if Juggernaut is just sitting there right-clicking into RP heroes, it still does a lot of damage.
Mid 1 is very deep into enemy territory. And that's before the Jug gets the extra 20 agility as well, so... What does Dendy have? He'll have 4 shockwave cooldown or 35 respawn time. I think he'll take the respawn, for sure.
Eh,
Maybe,
I'm not a huge fan of these.
maybe the shockwave. The respawn,
Yeah, I'm not a
35
huge
seconds
fan
is
of
a
the
lot. though.
respawn times.
It's
I
a
feel
lot.
like you either have buyback or you just lose. But
Yeah,
I
that's
have
true.
not played with the respawn times on someone like a Magnus. I
I
like
think
it on the line.
I think the most
Like,
absurd one is Techies. He has a level 20 talent, which is a 60-second respawn. So until you're like level 25 or something, your respawn is mostly 10 seconds. So it's pretty good.
I like the lion one because it comes at like I think it's 15.
Yeah.
The 15 talent.
You saw Arcade
difference there
earlier.
is-
He respawned in 5 seconds or something. So it's a big
Yeah.
difference. But at this point, probably less of an impact. And look at Pylai. This guy. Look at this guy.
He places all these observer wards to make sure that he's not being chased in that side jungle area. Just split pushing with the Jakiro. Classic move. Seems like Secret are a little bit shell-shocked after that last fight. Can't really fight until you know that you're going to have some sort of counterplay versus the Magnus, whether that's picking him off first or something. Seems like the option they're going to select is double Stampede to counter the double RP. Thought I've seen it all, but
Oh, Pycat
Now
running
I-
up the high ground again, but this time he sees what's up, and they use the Stampede prematurely, and Rubik says, I got one to Lotus Orb, and we get some Final Fantasy level fighting here. He's still going on, and Keizu gets into nice position for an Omni Slash, into a Stamp as well, but he gets removed from the game as Pycat slices him in half. Oh, that was pretty cool to watch. That was like anime characters going at it. Dragon Ball level fighting. A nice time lapse on the Rubik.
you end it with a 3-man hoof stomp. If
Yeah.
there were actually heroes there for Secret, that could have been a really good fight.
But I didn't want to commit into an Aegis and Cheese,
Yeah.
so.
and
No,
you
sir.
have double RP still left on Dendy, so they lose Keizu. And Stampede stolen on Rubik from earlier actually got some value. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's twice, huh? But Puppy, what's he building towards? Nothing really crazy so far. Oh wow, walks into Puppy. There's gonna be a stun that blocks that Charge of Darkness. Now RMN is gonna be in trouble himself. Gets 3 shot there by mid one. And I'm not sure this Rubik wants to stick around. The nice arrow there. No, that was actually Luna. Whoops. Glance value, Valve. Glance value. But yeah, the MP Luna 3 shots the Ogre, and the Rubik trying to help got hit by an arrow by mid one and got sniped as well. So 2 heroes lost. Navi's push window gets a little bit smaller as they have to wait for those respawns.
It's a classic move of both teams know that they have backup, but turns out Secret had a little bit more important backup in that Luna. Turns out she does a lot of damage. Pylai die. He just macro-pired the top lane, and he spotted.
Yeah,
And
alright.
he knows it.
Oh, he has an Eul, so
TP.
there's no stun. Time lapse him back.
But this Rat Jakiro is actually doing a lot. He's getting a lot of gold for himself. Yule Scepter, Force Staff. I mean, net worth-wise, it's not amazing. He's still on the bottom, but this is a Jakiro that otherwise would just be like dirt poor forever. He actually has some relevant items.
Yeah, that's why Paladai is such a coveted support player. He left Envy for Puppy.
He's able to do stuff like that and get out. Not every time, but hey, if he's able to scrape together enough gold with spamming macro pyres to get himself a Lotus Orb, That could be a big pickup.
Yeah, you saw how that Lotus Orb on Centaur worked out already. That was a enemy level Omni slashing.
That also may be slightly different if there's more heroes there. Then they both like jump to their respective different targets.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if you could Omni. I mean, I guess you can.
Arrow. Oh, skewers them with the blind skewer back, and they get the Mirana Dandy.
No buyback.
Oh, that's big. Yeah, no buyback. He was already bought back. He already bought back the last fight. I think it's time to switch it over. NaVi. Their games are really long. And now a double damage on Pycat? What more could you ask for? Level 25. Alright, now Pycat hits like a truck. Look at that damage. He's
Plus
gonna
461 with the DD.
He's gonna shred this base. Holy crap.
They're actually defending up towards the top or bottom. They got Pylite Die.
Dandy found him. But Pyket's sticking around, and I don't know about this. He's sticking around. He doesn't have the Aegis. They time-lapse him out, and now the Abyssal Blade stuns himself. But he rolled 3 shots of Centaur! Oh no. Yeah, see what you've done. That's exactly right. He's got the spin to clear the racks as well. Oh no, he goes in for the Omni Slash on the Luna, but the Creep Wave spawns! Pyket hates this game, I think. He's gonna spin. Cancels out Puppey. Good choice. Magnus is still in the bottom lane though. I think this is the time they want to fight this. But at the same time, they don't really want to fight this. But they have bought enough time for mid one to come back. He actually bought back. Okay, so they bought enough time for him to buy back.
His buyback was at like 40 seconds when he died, so it is still going to be pretty costly for this Mirana, but and just looking at her item build, it's not really like she's going to get that much more powerful. Pycat, oh, almost arrowed.
Yeah.
I think he just got it, right?
Yep.
He's fine.
It's one of the things about Juggernaut and sieging. You can just do that. And now, especially now that spin doesn't remove buffs on you, it's actually a big deal. Pycat gets charged. He Manta dodges it. Ooh, style points. And now, what's up? Puppey getting chopped up. He gets blown up. The Fate Ball comes in from Biver. Kills, secures that one. General will actually snipe that tower in. Puppey forced to buy back. Secret hemorrhaging kills. Has to be careful here. All the secret heroes are back, but all of them on their last lives. Don't want to take any more chances there. But Pycat, the Juggernaut, has reached his final form, so he's here to slay.
Dendi has 7,500 gold, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
The RP is still
Going
coming.
in on Puppey. Pycat getting slammed there by the Luna. Taking quite a bit of damage, but there's the silence. The time-lapse Pycat out of there. Dendi has the BKB. He goes for the Orchid. They're going in. They deployed their Stampede already, so they don't have the protection. The RP catches the Centaur. There's only one RP though. They do get the Centaur, so he's down. He's out. Pycat's dropping very low as well. He gets slammed there by the Spirit Breaker, so there's 3 heroes down. Double kill for mid one. He's just sniping from the side. The leap bonus attack speed is really doing a lot there against NaVi, and NaVi lose all their heroes except the Ogre. They all have buyback, but that's not a nice situation to be in.
So the MVP of that fight was, I think, this Soul Mjolnir on the secret side, which ended up canceling the Blink Dagger of Magnus a couple of times there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was not able to actually blink in. He skewered out, and then without using an RP, he refreshed. So basically, he only refreshed, I believe, his skewer, maybe his BKB as well. He really didn't use the refresh orb in the correct order because of the fact that he just couldn't RP anyone of significance. So there was only one RP for that fight, even though refresher was used. And now NaVi, I think they should be able to get away with not spending any buybacks. Dendi did go for the reduced respawn time, so he's going to be back up again. But Secret are going in, and they're going to be hitting pretty hard, especially once this first tower drops.
Oh, Juggernaut buyback.
And they're going to win.
I think Jug could have waited a little bit more. I think like after Weaver bought back, Secret were ready to leave already. So, and Roshan isn't up, but they don't know that. I think they really want to fight for this. Roche is up in 30 seconds, so Secret are gonna camp the spawn, and I think this is where the game will be decided. Damn, all the NaVi games are going late.
Incredibly important that Dendi only has one Stampede. The Centaur, at this point, only has one... no, Dendi has one RP, Centaur only has one Stampede. So they will have that answer 1 for 1. No Refresher Orb for another 80 on the Magnus, and Roshan is up right now with Cheese. And Woman 1 and MP can just smash that really quickly themselves. It's still possible for Navi because of how farms and how much damage Pycat's doing, but it needs to hit like
The
an
creep
RP
wave
on
is in
Mirana
a
and
really
Luna.
weird position though, and with Solar Crest, Roshan's going down quick. I don't think they get this Aegis for sure. There's a moonshot on
Not
that,
even-
on this Luna, so she's attacking really fast. Yeah, the creep wave is just too much for them.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far. That's Aegis. That's cheese for someone. Is you? There we go.
So now the Centaur can tank properly.
This
He got
is
3 shots just
double
now.
RP territory soon though. 30 seconds, which should be in time for this push. No buyback on Weaver. No buyback on Jug. This is gonna be tough for Navi to hold if Secret actually just straight go for it.
Nah, they're gonna push out the bottom lane first. There are a lot of range creeps and double siege, so yeah, mid one's gonna clear that one up, and now they're gonna do it.
And you have a lot of time with this Aegis, so you might as well use that time knowing that the enemy is not going to be taking the fight to you, because that would just be silly, to push out all the lanes, get some more farm, get maybe an item or two. I'm not really sure what's nearby for them. I don't think they have enough time to get this refresher on this Centaur. I don't know, maybe they'll find an item to pick up, a Satanic or something on the Luna. Then go once you're kind of fully used that time on the Aegis. For Na'Vi, they're kind of just bottled up in their base because you don't want to get caught out. Then you just lose the game.
Yep, we'll see what the other 25 talents could be coming out from here. There's a level 25 Ogre Magi, 40 attack speed bonus. That's pretty cool. Rubik's got 400 telekinesis land distance. Cooldown reduction doesn't seem too big at this point for him. Like, there isn't any big ultimates that he wants to steal that he wants the reduction from. Could be
I don't know if
wrong.
I've actually seen a level 25 Rubik get a talent.
I haven't seen the 400 telekinesis land distance, so I want to see it.
I would like to see that also. I just don't think
I
it's
feel
gonna
like it'll be.
happen.
I feel like it's actually a pretty strong upgrade. Like 400 range is quite a lot.
First of all, he has to get to level 25, and he's only 19. So, you know, maybe when we're 70 minutes in. Even then, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we're getting there. But I think another thing as well is the Jakiro. Paladai skipped the meme 400 range though, which is sad. But
And he can't deal 130 damage from further away. That's such a shame.
Oh! 4-staff in with the Eels. They're gonna go for the Ogre. There's a charge coming in as well. I'm not sure if they can kill RMN though. The 4-staff away into the base means Puppy will peel away. I'm excited for the Jakiro 25. The 4-second ice paths. That's fun. Or 3.75 second ice paths. Seems fun and balanced.
Fortunately, he's also just level 21. So everyone's actually like Weaver's kind of close to 25. Ogre's kind of close.
And
Everyone else is really
200% bash chance on Spirit Breaker. That's close too.
That's actually not that far away.
Yeah, he got the Echo
Does have an
Saber for
Echo
that
Saber.
reason, man. Yeah. You know it.
You gotta bash things.
200% bash.
If Puppy's able to stick on a Juggernaut, bash him just like a couple times in a fight, that may just make the difference. Juggernaut is not going to be attacking anyone else during that time. Not going to be cleaving anything.
Yeah. Oh, Ogre running up to the front. Will he actually afford an Aghanim Scepter?
This Ogre, he's had a Hand of Midas for, I want to say, the majority of this game. He is incredibly stacked.
And he got the money talent? Yeah, he's got the money talent from the start as well, so. Slowly trickling in. He's got Aetherlands, he's got 4-star Vlads. He's going low to Zorb now, which I think is a little bit of a shame. Should have gone for the Aghanims.
Lincoln.
Oh, okay, Lincoln's, yeah, okay. It's not too bad. Oh, wow, the Abyssal Blade spins, hits the Luna. There's Snow Bloodthorn. That arrow nearly hitting and ending his life, but the Fire Blast and the Skewer back. These plays have been big. The coordination from Na'Vi has been really excellent this game, and now the charge comes in. They're going for Dendi. They really want to lock him down, but the Eul Scepter shuts down Puppy's movement, and he gets bashed. The BKB. will not save him, but now the stun going out to Luna. That's the Aegis Life. The Satanic is there. The Stampede way to escape will be there as well. By like that, I think they know where he's going. He's like, please, please, I just want to survive. And the lift. They got him. Wow, he went down fast.
Losing only a couple supports, Secret, trade those two heroes for a set of Raxes, which I think is just still great for them. Like, once the glaives start bouncing around, Dendi's life gets a lot more difficult. Everything's just going to be canceling your Blink Dagger from the Luna, so yeah, it makes it a lot safer once that tower goes down. And both of the other towers on the other two lanes are already down, so they have to worry a little bit less about a devastating Blink RP once MP starts those glaives bouncing around. It's a small price to pay for a set of Raxes, even though Raxes aren't really a big deal 58 minutes in the game as far as
so long you don't get
winning
mega.
the game is concerned. It's still one step closer to Megas.
Yeah. That's why NaVi can't afford to take too many fights in their base because... Oh, MP getting caught out here again. There's the Bloodthorn as well. It's going to amplify a lot of damage and he maxes into the Stolen Arrow. He's down for 113 seconds. The buyback's most certainly going to be forced and Pycat is going to take that time to chip away at some Raxes. Looks at that melee Rex, deploys the healing ward. There's still double RP. Dendi has managed to achieve all that damage without any RPs. The Eel Scepter to start out on the Centaurs sets up an arrow. That's pretty cute. Pycat running in, looking for that guy. And they will Bloodthorn him up. They force stuff him away. Mid one shoots the healing ward. There's going to be an RP number 1. They go Scepter him up. There's going to be a Lotus Orb. There's some Spirit Breaker charging in, looking for the Rubik, but he gets stunned. There's a secondary Stampede jumps only on the Ogre though. There's a BKB. Dendi has a second RP. He lands the RP and the Omni Slash, but he immediately gets Ewed. The Juggernaut doesn't get to do the damage he can do, but he will be chipping away at Luna. Luna doesn't have buyback. She does not want to go down here. Dendi will actually successfully get the hit there. The crit brings the Luna down. That's 4 heroes down on Secret. Secret are going down in game number 1. Pycat with the ultra kill. The sous chef with that Empower just cleaves up Secret. And well, mid one did his best, and it's a rampage for Pycat as well, feeding him that one. That was good manners right there from mid one. Very nice of him. And NaVi end the game with a bang.
That's the luxury of being able to fight without glaives bouncing through, without getting your blink cancelled by the static charge from a Mjolnir. There's always that like 2 seconds in between like the first initiation and the second initiation where the Magnus kind of disengages and then he lands that sick RP. That was even with Secret. Refreshing, matching Dendi with the refreshers, getting some really nice ice paths in that last fight as well, but it's not going towards Pycat. All that damage is not enough to bring down Pycat, and with 42k net worth, with all the steroids in the world, yeah, and of course RPs from Dendi.
I don't believe I've seen a Juggernaut that scary in a while, actually. I think I mean, Juggernaut's usually scary, but this one is extra powerful. I feel, I don't know whether it was the way that the Bloodthorn made it seem, or like Dendi was just pinning heroes to make them look pathetic or something, but this Juggernaut just went through that team really quickly. And they're supposed to be tanky heroes. Oh.
MP, yeah, he has evasion from Butterfly. You're not really going to be able to man-fight a Juggernaut who has Bloodlust and Empower on him. I assume he had a Moon Shards by the end of it. Actually, he didn't even end the game with Moon Shards, Pycat. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, no one could just toe-to-toe Pycat. You had to kind of kite him, and, well, you can't kite him when you're hit with the RP.
And here we were doubting the NaVi's lineup for having no damage because they only had a single Juggernaut. But turns out Empower and Bloodlust are pretty good. But, well, that's only game 1. We'll have game number 2 coming right up. Will Secret equalize? NaVi getting this win is a big deal for them. Like we said, they dropped 2 to Liquid. They tied with Alliance, so getting a win here against Secret, arguably one of the better teams in the groups. Definitely going to be a plus for them. And like I said, you know, maybe riding that high from that tie against Adphenum definitely must have done something. But this game was hardened, and we'll see what happens in game number 2. Stay with us on Dota Star Ladder. You're watching Star Series Season 3. I'm Lysander, this is Mike Loris. We'll be right back with game number 2. Don't go anywhere. This game's gonna be a lot more exciting.